Hello everyone. This quick video is an orientation on how to record your screen or yourself during a Zoom presentation or meeting. So I'm going to give you all a quick orientation for your Cultural Rhetoric Artifact virtual presentations. And so I want to direct your attention to this first screen that we have here. I want to direct your attention up to the URL. In any URL box that you have on any browser that you're using, this is the URL you will use to get to the SDSU Zoom account. So it's sdsu.zoom.us. And once you are here, you're going to go ahead and see these options of join, host, and sign in. Go ahead and click on the sign in for me. When I click on this, it's going to automatically sign me in because I'm working on my own computer and I've already done this. But when you are prompted to sign in, just simply use your SDSU credentials that you use to get into your email or Drive or any of your accounts with SDSU. So just click sign in. And then once you're signed in, you're going to come to this home page, the splash page that we have here for Zoom. And I'm going to direct your attention up to the right hand corner where it states host a meeting. Once you hover your mouse over that, you're going to see a couple of options: with video off, with video on, or screen share only. I'm going to recommend that you click on with video off. So you'll host a meeting, and that is how you will then get to the space where you are able to record your presentation. But you can choose video on or off. Either options are acceptable. But for today, I'm going to go ahead and click with video off. And so now you're going to see this pop up. Go ahead and just click open Zoom and then wait for Zoom to launch on your system. Join with computer audio just like you normally do when you're joining a Zoom session. So now here you are in your meeting of one. And if you want, you can minimize your screen. But here you will now see a few options at the bottom. Record is going to be one and screen share will be another. And so I want to recommend that you all do is click on screen share. You're going to see a couple of different windows depending on what you have open on your desktop. For me, I just have the one window, so it's going to give me only that option. If you have audio in your presentation, I also recommend that you come down here and click the share sound. But I don't have audio, obviously, other than my voice recording. So I'm going to just click on this, click on the button share. All right, so now you can then see that I have this green line, and this is what my audience is going to see. So make sure that you have your presentation. I'm going to use this week's modules as the example. Have your presentation ready to go, and then you can click present. When you click present, it's going to take over your full screen. You will see that your Zoom options have kind of disappeared. If you kind of hover over them, you will bring them back. Sometimes they'll be abbreviated. You'll click on the more, and then you'll come here to either record on this computer or record to the cloud. I highly recommend that you record to the cloud because it's a much faster processing time. So it'll take less time for the video to actually download to your device. If you click on this computer, click on record to cloud, and I'll show you where exactly that will go in just a second. So once you click record to cloud, you will then hear that recording in progress. You'll notice that I'm muted and I don't have video. So make sure that you unmute yourself. And so then now the recording is going to capture your audio as well as whatever screen capture is happening here. So then what you will do is then just proceed through your slides, give us your presentation, walk us through what you have to say about the cultural rhetoric artifact that you have selected and what findings you've had, as well as how they're connected to the readings. You will go ahead and give your presentation, and once you are done with your presentation, you will just simply come up to the top or wherever your menu bar is, and you will simply click on the more and stop recording. All right. Now that your recording is stopped, you can go ahead and stop your share, which will stop your screen share. You will come back to your Zoom meeting. And so once you are here, you can go ahead and click out end this Zoom meeting, end meeting for all. All right. And then I highly recommend you just go back to your browser. I'm going to go ahead and escape here. So now we're going to come back to our Zoom page that we were on. Again, you might need to sign in. Now here On the left-hand side, you're going to see recordings. All right. And so what you'll see is all of the recordings that you have available to you based on your Zoom session. You'll see here that one of these is processing, it's recording. So this is the video that I just created. You'll need to give this a few minutes to go ahead and process. Once it is processed though, I can take anywhere, depending on the video size, it can take anywhere from 5 to 30 minutes. Depending on, but that will not be with a transcript. So if you want to wait for the transcript to download, you'll need to give it a few more hours. And I highly recommend that you do that. But for the purposes of when you need to submit this recording, you can share before the transcript has finished processing. And then come back and check it in a few hours. And once the transcript is available, simply swap out your Zoom link. All right. So now this is a previous video. This was our class session from yesterday. You'll see that it's there. There's 4 files that are available, and I'll show you what that means, but you'll just simply click here on share. Oh, sorry. You will click on this link here to access the recordings. All right. So now you can share screen with speaker view, audio only, audio transcript, and the chat file. So what you're going to do here is just copy shareable link. All right, it is now saved to your clipboard. And then what you will then do is come back into Canvas, go to discussions. All right, scroll down to the Cultural Rhetoric Artifact Virtual Gallery Walk. You'll go ahead and click here. You all can now see that we have our first virtual gallery walk presenter who has already submitted her presentation. Go ahead and check that out. But then what you'll do is you'll just go ahead and, as you would a normal discussions post, click reply, and then here we'll take you will just go ahead and type a little message. And what I would recommend that you do is hyperlink one of your words. So you'll just highlight, come down to external links. You'll click this link icon here, come to external links, paste that URL that you just did, right? You might want to bold it. It looks like I just received a notification that my Zoom recording is done. So let's go ahead and go back to recordings. Yes, it has processed. You'll notice that this one says 2 files, and that's because, again, we're waiting for that transcription to download. So again, I'll go ahead and click on the link here with the title of the meeting. I will click on the copy shareable link, come back to my discussions post, come here. I will remove this link. I will add an external link, paste that new URL, click done. All right, and then post. And so now you will see this here. And then for those of you who are observing as audience members, engaging with your peers' presentations, what you can then do is just click simply on this link. I also highly recommend that once you post this, you just check this link. So click here. And then what you should see is your recorded Zoom session. Very good. All right. And then as audience members, you can simply click play and watch the presentation. All right, so that is a quick tutorial on how to record yourself doing a presentation via Zoom. I just also want to remind you that in addition to posting it here, you will also post it under modules under this artifact presentation, and this is where you will actually receive the grade. This is just that discussions post that we were just on. So make sure you post it in both places, submit it as an assignment, and then here simply add it as a discussions post. As always, if you have any questions, simply send me an email, but I do hope that this recording is helpful. And again, worst case scenario, send me an email and we will just schedule a time to meet where I can be your audience of one and I will share the Zoom recording with you. But if anything were to come up, just simply send me an email if you have any additional questions, and I will be sure to respond and address anything that you might have.